Welcome back. Mesias Alfeus, a brilliant young Namibian academic, has made history by becoming the youngest associate professor at Stellenbosch University. He joins us now via Zoom to share more on his incredible milestone. Professor Alfeus, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. Welcome to the show.
Good morning and good evening. I'm currently in Sydney, Australia, and it's 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, we do. Thank you so
Glad
much for taking time out to speak to us. That's very early.
No worries. Good to have you too.
Well, first of all, congratulations, of course, on this milestone. It's quite remarkable. Let's start with, how your roots, talk to us about your roots and how that contributed, of course, to you, shaping you into who you are today. You grew up in Ona Mutai village. Tell us a bit about that and your passion for mathematics.
Yeah, and thank you very much. So I was born in Okadila village, which is in Namtai in the Shana region, and then I was raised up by my great grandmother, and she always taught me, to be disciplined. And we used to play a game which is called Oela or Mangete, and then everybody was all going on that I'll be good in maths, and also teachers at school in the village used to really praise me for my mathematical ability and the way my aptitude test in mathematics was. Everybody was saying, I'm going to be an actuary or I'm going to be a teacher. And then from that, I took it very seriously. I embraced the challenge, being in the village, where there are no textbook or proper textbook or any other technological aspect that can help me to advance my career in mathematics. And yeah, so that's what I went on to embrace my mathematics up until now.
And I'm sure, of course, becoming a professor at such a young age didn't come easy to you. So what were some of, the biggest challenges you faced in your, academic career? How did you navigate through them?
Yeah, that's a good question. Especially finding right people to work with, to collaborate with in academic space, it was always a challenge. But I thank God for the opportunity to find good collaborators, good students, as well as opportunity at good university where I work and I contributed in many areas of academic research. And I think that was a great opportunity for me as an academic.
Mm-hmm. I understand that, the support of Western Malanga was quite, pivotal to you. And of course, the scholarship that you received must have been significant as well. So how did, these things influence your career path as well?
So I think that's a very good question, because when I finished high school at Mushpandeka High School, I didn't know. I really wanted to pursue mathematics, but there were no company. I approached a lot of company in Namibia, but no one wanted to give a bursary or a scholarship to someone going to study mathematics. So I ended up studying engineering at Polytechnic of Namibia, which is now known as NAST. And then I had this great, wonderful opportunity to meet Mr. Weston Malango, who is the CEO of Chamber of Mines. And everything radically changed within my meeting with him. He supported me. He looked for me a bursary to study mathematical sciences at Stellenbosch University. But that didn't work out. Then I went to University of Namibia. It's where I did the Bachelor of Mathematics and Physics. And then from there, I also had to, it's because of Mr. Malango Weston that actually I ended up studying mathematical sciences. If it wasn't because of him, I wouldn't have a career today. I'm eternally grateful for his support that he has been supporting more than 15 years ago up until today.
That's fantastic. And your PhD research was in quantitative finance, and clearly it's been impactful. So how has it contributed to your recognition and growth within the field?
Yeah, okay, well, I think when I was about to study mathematics, quantitative finance was really not well known. Actuarial science has been a profession that has been there for many decades. And I really wanted to pursue this quantitative finance, or what we call mathematical finance, because they're dealing with more applying mathematics that can be applicable into financial risk management, or maybe say risk analysis. So I really wanted to apply to learn the technique of using stochastic and probability measure theories to be able to model randomness behaviors that are actually happening in the financial market. So I got this wonderful opportunity. I got a scholarship from an Australian government, where I went to do a PhD in quantitative finance at one of the best universities that offer quantitative finance in Sydney. And then I ended up at UTS, and I was supervised by Professor Eric Schlegel, who is well known in academic space of quantitative finance. And so, like what I'm saying is, I all ended up into this wonderful opportunity. God has blessed me so much with meeting right people, good opportunity, and that's why I attribute all these things, all this opportunity and success, not only to myself, but I mean, of course, first of all, I just want to give my God all the glory for the opportunity to study quantitative finance and to be where I am at this stage now.
You mentioned earlier, Professor, that you are a product of Moshi Pandeka High School. I think if anybody pays attention, to the end of year results, that school does really, really well in the exams every year consecutively. And there might be one or two students from Moshi Pandeka High School watching this evening. What message do you have for them, and just for Namibian youth alike, especially about turning their unique backgrounds into strengths?
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, so I was very, I mean, also when I went to Moshi Pandeka High School that time, I mean, Moshi Pandeka was doing relatively better than what's it doing now. But I mean, to everybody, I mean, even every Namibian who's watching now to my interview, or what I want to say is there are three things that really keep me going. I mean, I'm not from a well-off family or from a well-off background in any case. But what keeps me is being disciplined in my academic journey, or being disciplined in all whatever I'm doing. I try to make sure that I'm disciplined, because if you don't have discipline in even your academic, in all other aspects of your life, you won't go far in life. And also to be dissatisfied, even if I get 100% in a math test, I really wanted to pursue further. Even if I get 90, I don't feel like I'm already there. I really wanted to just get everything right. So, and also being determined in my academic journey, or in my other part of my other aspect. If you bring all these three aspects together in your academic, it doesn't matter where you're from. You shouldn't even consider yourself to be like smart, or to be brilliant. All what you have to do is to make sure that you are determined to success. You have discipline in your work, and you have a sense of dissatisfaction in your work. I mean, if you put all these things together, I mean, you go far in life.
Professor Alfeus, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Once again, congratulations on this wonderful achievement, and all the best on your future endeavors.
Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity to have you as interviewing me.
Well, that was Mesias Alfeus, a young Namibian who's made history by becoming the youngest associate professor at Stellenbosch University at the young age of just 35.